how to use character classes to define groups of characters. And now we can talk about how to negate those. So a lot of times it's easier to specify a small set and then to say everything that's not this. So for instance, it's easy to say the vowels, there's just A, E, I, O, and U. So if you were looking for everything that was not a vowel, you would say uh, caret A, E, I, O, U. So if we put the caret sign immediately inside the character class as the first character, then it will negate whatever follows. So if we go back here and we were to take this example here, um, first let's do it with the character class without the negation. That matches 1, 2, 3. So if we go in and put in a caret just inside of that, then it's going to match A, B, C. So it's going to match everything that's not 0 through 9. You notice it matches ABC and then it stops. It doesn't find the final exclamation point because we didn't tell it to go any further. We just said find um, uh, the first, the characters that you can that match the opposite of 0 to 9. So that same character class can be written as capital D. So if D means match a digit, the capital D means not a digit. So if we were to write this with that shorthand, we're going to find the exact same match. It's going to match ABC. So therefore, anything the opposite of the \w class is capital W. So let's search our string for that, and we're going to see it matches the exclamation point, which is what we were looking for. So remember, \w includes A to Z, 0 to 9, the underscore, and the dash. So anything that's not that will include things like punctuation and white space and such as that. So that is how we can negate a class, either by putting a caret inside of that, inside of the character class, or by using these shorthand classes. So just as we saw before, \s is white space, \s, capital S is anything that's not white space. So how can we use that? Again, let's get back to our what we're trying to do is we're trying to split our text into things that look like words and things that don't look like words. So if we take our, let's look at using this as the split patterns. We've looked a little bit at the re.split. So if I say split this into things that are not word characters, you see that it's going to split it into ABC, and then the exclamation point is not a word character, so it splits there. But what you notice is that the thing that it's split with, the exclamation point, is omitted. And this is true to the same things that we saw before. When we used the string dot split, it was splitting on the white space, and the white space was then removed from the text. And then when we said string dot split on the commas were removed. And the same thing with RE split. Whatever the pattern is that we're splitting on does not show up in the result. And that's going to be a problem because all we're trying to do is modify some of the words, and then we want to put all the text back together with all the spaces and punctuation and everything else left in place. We're just trying to find the words that end in ing and the words you. And we want to alter those and then put them back into the greater part of the text. So how can we get around this? Well, it turns out there's a special little trick inside of the regular expression engine that if I put capturing parentheses around the pattern that I'm trying to split on, I actually am going to get back the characters matching that pattern, which is perfect. That's exactly what we need. And so if we go to our larger bit of text here, if we remind ourselves what text is, text, then it's this father, where are you going? So if we were to split the text on this, it's going to be almost what we want. The thing is that you see here is a comma, and then there's a something here, and then there's the white space, and there's the comma. We'd like all the things that are not words characters to be joined together. So any span of non-word characters. So we can fix this by adding a plus sign to that. So one or more non-word characters, and we're going to capture that with the capturing parentheses. And if we use that, then we're going to get the father, and then we're going to get the comma space, and then father, comma space, where space, are space, you. And then we get to the going, and the going gets split apart from the question mark, which is perfect because we need to find that you and the going, and we need to alter those. And then we need to put all of this back together with all the bits that came in between. So to look at this diagram, we're using the re.split function. And we need to put the thing that we're looking for here in parentheses so that it gets returned as part of the results. And what we're trying to do is split this into things that look like words and things that don't look like words. So this represents basically the non-words. That's what we're going to split on things that don't look like words, and we're going to assume everything else that doesn't match that is a word. And it pretty much works for what we're looking for. So now we have a way to break this up into the bits that we want, and we assume we're going to be able to figure out how to change you and going here, and then we're going to have to put it all back together. So that's where we are so far in our problem.